Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Tracy, and you already know the vibes. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into today's video. So I often receive questions about mother agents. What is a mother agent? What is a mother agent supposed to do? Where do I find a mother agent? And, I thought it would just be a great idea to put together a little video just touching on the basics of what a mother agent is, in my eyes anyway, and what typically they tend to do for models that are starting in their career. Also, I'll give you a little bit of advice on how to find one. So the first question, let's just get right into it. What is a mother agent? Typically, I feel like mother agents are the first managers that you sign with once you kind of embark on this modeling endeavor. So let's say, I always like to use scenarios to describe things. So let's say you're a model that's just starting off in Savannah, Georgia. You start Googling and you notice that there are a lot of agencies in Atlanta where, Atlanta's a great market. There are a lot of great agencies down in Atlanta and a lot of great mother agents. So you send out your pictures. One of the agencies like to meet you. Let's just say, for all intents and purposes, Ursula Weedman Models in Atlanta. So you sign with Ursula. Typically, what mother agents do at the start is they sit down with you and your guardians, if that may be the case, and they kind of just talk to you about what the modeling career entails, what first steps might be, what next steps might be, and just kind of establishing a roadmap to identify what things are necessary to help you reach your goals. So you want to be a model that's doing Fashion Week. So your mother agent at that point, their responsibility would be to kind of teach you the ropes. So, work on your book, tell you about Polaroids, work on your walk, and kind of just really develop you in a way that then you can be competitive to be presented to agencies and other markets that might be a bit more competitive. So first thing a mother agent's supposed to do, development. Second, placement. So a lot of times models have aspirations. Obviously you work locally, you get a cute couple of jobs, you start to build up your clients, but then you want to see more and you want to really get out there and kind of see what else the world has to offer. So after you've worked in Atlanta, you've built up your clientele and you and your mother agent feel like you're ready, you might say, okay, I want to go work in New York or California. From there, your mother agent would take your pictures and your portfolio and they would reach out to whatever agencies that they work with in a bid to get you placed. I always think that's always helpful. I think, a lot of questions I get from freelance models are like, how can I stand out when I'm sending in my applications? Agencies aren't writing back to me. Mother agents really help streamline that process because obviously they have long-standing relationships with a lot of agencies, and then a lot of times they have daily communication because they have other talents with these agencies. So I always feel like if you do have aspirations of going to a bigger market and you're coming from maybe a market that's a bit smaller, a mother agent definitely can help expedite that process and even get you through some doors maybe you wouldn't have been able to get through yourself. So I think they're good for that. So once you get placed, and let's say you're modeling in New York and now you're going to Paris and you have an agency in Paris and everything's getting exciting. Obviously, you're very busy going across time zones, doing your job, which is to model. And you have different teams in different time zones working on different options on their charts. Basically a chart, every agency has their chart, which is your schedule. So your mother agent would then be responsible to make sure that all of the different options from the different markets, New York, Paris, Tokyo, South Africa, to make sure that you actually can facilitate all of the options. Now, typically, most agencies or any good agency would be cognizant of other options that you have in other places, and they would be keeping track of that as well. But your mother agent is kind of good to keep that for you, so that if you have any questions, you can always refer to them there, or any confusion, you can always refer to the mother agent, or they could send you in a direction that would make the most sense. So I feel like typically that is kind of what a mother agent does at the beginning. And obviously help you with things that might come up here and there. If you're traveling and there's an issue, you can always call your agency, or you can call your mother agent, whatever. It's just like a really good support system. And basically, like I said, it's your mom. They take care of you. Now, how can I find a mother agent? So I think the first thing is that I feel like a lot of questions I get are like, oh, is this agency a mother agent? Oh, is that a mother agent? Oh, is that a mother? Basically, anybody can be a mother agent. I've had models whose parents are their mother agent. I've had models who I'm their mother agent working in the agency. I think it just really is about finding that person that you trust enough, or who is capable to do the job, like I've mentioned just previously. It could be anybody. Your agency in New York could be a mother agent. Your cat could be imagine. I mean, maybe if the cat is good with bookings and billings, maybe your cat could be a mother agent. I don't speak feline though, so I don't know how that would work. But typically, anybody could be a mother agent. Typically, I think the most important part when signing with the mother agent is just making sure that it's someone that you trust, who you don't mind communicating with. And I think it's also very important to establish what your expectations are and what your goals are. That way you know what you're working towards, and everyone knows what, kind of the goal is. I feel like having a plan is also a thing that a lot of people don't have. And I mean, I know that a plan sounds like, how can I plan for things that are unknown? But I feel like there are steps and things that you should be doing to work towards things. And I feel like you should be having those conversations and having that with your mother agent. Just so too, if it's not working, you have some kind of gauge to really see if it is a relationship that's worthwhile or not. Now, how do you find a mother agent? I think there's a wide array of ways to find a mother agent. Models.com, social media, just by referral. If you have friends that maybe model, or maybe you go into an agency sometimes and they don't think that they're right for you. Sometimes they'll refer you to another agency who might be willing to work with you. I think you just have to really vet and make sure that the people that you're signing with, though, seem credible. I always think mother agents, or mother agents that do well, they should already have talent that's working, on a big level, so that you can see what they're capable of. And I always suggest this when you're signing with someone you don't know. Obviously, if your mom is your mother agent, she's not going to have other talent, or maybe she does, but she's not going to have other talent. But like, if you're signing with a company, it's always good to see work that they've done previously, work that they're doing currently, and to also hear what they have in store for you going into the future. I don't really think there's a right and wrong way, or a better mother agent that might be more capable of one thing more than another person. And I don't really think you should always go on the name either. As I said, it's really important just to have someone that you, first of all, like and don't mind communicating with, and someone that's capable to do whatever it is that your goals are. Now, some things I will say to be mindful of. Typically, mother agents get a percentage of money that you make. So I always think, I'm very careful to say or not to say that anyone who charges money is a scam. But if you are at a company that is pushing classes more than they're actually pushing you to work, I think you're not really signing with a mother agent that has your best interests at mind. Any mother agent you sign with should be pushing for you to, if it's not for you to work right now, it should be at least developing you to possibly be able to work. It shouldn't be so much of a cash grab that you're paying $1,000 for this class, $1,000 for this class, $1,000 for this class. Or if they are offering those classes, it shouldn't feel as though they're shoving them down your throats. Because you have to think, these agencies should be making money off you when you work. So they should be trying to help you and push you to work. So I think, a lot of instances like that, you just have to follow your gut, see what other talent they have, maybe ask to speak to some of their other models. It does seem a little bit more over the top, but I think who cares? You know what I'm saying? You're about to sign a contract and you need to know what's going on. And you need to make sure that you're signing with someone that has your best interests at mind, or at least has at the core of their plan, you moving in a direction that helps you realize your dreams. Now, do I think mother agents are important? I feel like you could probably see that I do based on everything I've said. And I think they're getting more and more important, especially when you're aspiring to work in these markets like a New York, like a Paris, like these places that are very competitive, that have a lot of models. It's always really good just to have someone in your corner and someone that can listen to you and help move you along. Not to say that your main agencies that might be in New York and Paris can't do it, but it's always good just to have that personal attention and care. I would be curious to know what you guys think about mother agents too, and just maybe what your experiences have been with mother agents. So if you want to leave those comments down below, please do. And also too, if you have any other questions that you'd like me to answer in video, you can leave those below as well. You already know, like, comment, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Let me give this voice a break. Ciao.